happening now.
Staffing at the state fair, how one local business is already gearing up for the big event longer than ever.
Taking down obstacles standing in the way of you getting a vaccine. New guidelines from the state will help SUNY students and everyone get a shot.
And getting people to their second appointment. The trend health leaders in Oswego County are now noticing at their vaccine clinics.
From WSYR TV Syracuse, the local station, you're watching the Morning News.
Good morning. It is 5:30 on a Wednesday. I'm Nicole Somavilla.
And I'm Dan Cummins. Good to see you. We've got some active weather coming in, do we, Kate?
Later this afternoon, yeah. But the good news, the trade-off, 70s. For a lot of us today.
Sweet.
We got to 68 yesterday. It was
Felt
beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, I was able to finally get some gardening done yesterday. It was great. But today, this is when any of your afternoon plans, early evening plans, you need to keep a close eye on the radar today. All right. So we're kind of got to get back into that mindset of the springtime. Possible severe weather going on later today. Things are quiet right now on Live Doppler 9. We did have some rain up north, but things are quiet this morning. This will be the quietest part of the day is happening before noon. But then after about 1, 2 o'clock, we are fair game, including those after school hours, to have some of these storms to come through, including possibly some strong to severe weather. So we're going to talk more about this in detail with that timecast and the risk coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, it's just about to get a whole lot easier for eligible New Yorkers to get a vaccine. Starting tomorrow, anybody 16 years old or older can simply walk into any state site, no appointment needed, and get that shot.
Meanwhile, though, some central New York counties are facing another hurdle when it comes to those second doses. News Channel 9's Julia LeBlanc is live with us in the studio this morning. So, Julia, this is a national issue?
It's becoming one. A new report from the CDC shows at least 8% of Americans are skipping out on their second dose of either the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines for one reason or another. And it's an issue Oswego County is starting to notice, too. The public health director estimates out of their more than 30 vaccination clinics they've hosted across the county, at least 4% of the population is deciding not to show up for their second dose. Jianqing Huang says this is happening for a number of reasons, including scheduling conflicts, travel, or fear of symptoms that can come with that second dose. Jianqing says at first the demand for vaccines was high. Now it's starting to decline. And the county has a lot of challenges when it comes to being a rural community with lots of farmland. And because of that, the health department is doing its best to bring the shots to them.
3-4% looks to us it's too high. And really, we hope people come back, and because only fully vaccinated, you can fully protect yourself.
Now, the county is hosting a series of what they're calling mini clinics over the next couple of weeks. One is happening today, and they're offering the Moderna shot from 3 to 3:30 this afternoon at the health department. That's on Bunner Street in Oswego. There will be 2 more clinics at that same time and location on Monday and Wednesday of next week. Those clinics, again, are for people 18 years and older because they're offering Moderna. Dana Nicole.
All right, Julia, thank you. Important issue. And, you know, they say Dr. Stephen Thomas, who's led that Pfizer trial, says you need both of them to get that full immunity. And SUNY colleges are discussing plans to get just that for students. They're adding another step with walk-in appointments there. Something the Chancellor, Jim Malatra, says makes it easier for student schedules, which are busy.
Yeah, 16 and over walk in. College students fall into that group, of course, and so do the faculty and staff on the SUNY campuses. And they're right where they need to be, reporting to work every day on campus. And so many of the SUNY campuses are already mass vaccination sites. Now, SUNY doesn't yet require the vaccine, but the Chancellor says that may change.
We may have to talk about a mandatory vaccine, but right now we're just in the mode of everybody who wants one, let's get it done. Let's get them before you go home for the semester, to our home, and we'll see where we are in the early summer.
Yeah, a lot of private colleges have already said you won't come back in the fall unless you have a vaccine. SUNY's chancellor says about 50% have already been vaccinated on the state campuses, and they are once again offering that single shot Johnson & Johnson shot.
Well, graduation season is right around the corner, and OCC is announcing its commencement plans. The events will be in person at the SRC Arena and Events Center. Each grad can bring 2 guests, and everyone must either show proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test, and that test will have to be done within 72 hours. A total of 3 ceremonies are on the calendar for Saturday, May 15th. They begin at 9 in the morning. The last one is at 5 p.m. Each ceremony is expected to last about an hour.
You'll never get to that college graduation stage unless you do well in high school, and you'll never do well in high school unless you get it started in preschool. So President Biden is now unveiling an expensive and ambitious plan that will call for universal pre-K, paid for by the federal government. The AP says he'll announce it in his first joint session of Congress. When he addresses them, he says it would benefit 5 million children in America and save the average family $13,000. Teachers and other employees of pre-K would also earn $15 an hour to start. You can watch the president's address on universal pre-K tonight on News Channel 9 at 9 o'clock.
And what a difference a year makes when it comes to funding, from not enough money to, in some cases, a pile of extra money to spend from the latest federal stimulus plan. News Channel 9's Josh Martin tells us Cortland is trying to decide what to do with $1 million.
At a Cortland Common Council meeting last week, one agenda item certainly had members seeing green.
Who wants to talk about $1 million?
Thanks to federal stimulus money, Cortland, like so many other municipalities, is getting some much-needed relief. But as Mayor Tobin is quick to turn to, this isn't $1 million that can be spent like a shopping spree.
So we've had internal dialogues, department heads, myself. Hey, what did we put Band-Aids on in 2020? And now we want to get rid of those Band-Aids. And these things don't heal themselves. It's not like the human body. We have to repair what was not 100%.
Cortland saw plenty of cuts last year. Paving didn't go as far as planned, and other costs like PPE were unexpected. So a portion of the $1 million pot will go to those Band-Aids from last year. But there will certainly be some left over. Council members had ideas ranging from paving projects to better Wi-Fi. A dog park was even a suggestion. Tobin has his own thoughts, but will work with City Council to make the money last longer.
You got to dream big. And if the money doesn't come from this pot of funds, hey, maybe there's some priorities here that we say, hey, this is something that the community values, and we're going to make it a long-range goal.
Mayor Tobin and the City Council are looking to get some clarification from the federal government as to how the money can be spent, and they hope to have some finalized plans for it in the coming weeks. In Cortland, Josh Martin, News Channel 9.
Josh, thank you. Well, now that we know there will be a state fair this summer, an 18-day state fair, time for vendors to get to work to prepare. Adrian Smith finds out how one of those vendors is firing things up right now.
Throughout the pandemic, Nick Sanford, owner of Toss and Fire wood-fired pizza, has had to flip the way he does business upside down.
We were able to do events that didn't really exist before. We were going and serving teachers on the days that the schools were closed for remote learning, and doing where we would go to neighborhoods and serve neighborhoods.
But something he and hundreds of other vendors weren't able to do, business at last year's state fair that was canceled because of the pandemic.
We were gearing up for 2020, ready to introduce some new pizzas, and we've kind of been holding on to them and waiting for the opportunities.
But this year, he gets that chance.
So it's got a wood fire oven and a whole kitchen in here and stuff.
It'll be Toss and Fire's 5th appearance at the state fair with their food truck, and Sanford says even with all of the COVID changes, he'll make sure his staff is ready to go because there's nothing like doing business at the fair.
It's just exciting that something's coming back. We're gonna, it's gonna be modified, and maybe the modifications will be completely different in August by the time we get there, So what they're talking about now seems pretty standard to kind of what we've been doing, just on a bigger scale. We are thrilled to be back, getting back on the fairgrounds and doing the fair and doing different festivals and getting out there and talking to people and meeting new people and having new people try our food.
In Syracuse, Adrian Smith, News Channel 9.
And Adrian says summertime is busy time for Toss and Fire, their busiest time of year, so the owner is looking to hire, especially for the state fair. So if you're interested, we'll show you how to apply at localsyr.com.
If you're not hungry for pizza yet, what about a donut and coffee? And what if we told you that where you buy coffee could help make some dreams come true this week? Starting tomorrow, Dunkin' Donuts is partnering with Make-A-Wish for about the next 10 days. They're helping raise money for children with critical illnesses. Donate $1 to Make-A-Wish at the participating Dunkin' locations, and you'll get a star-shaped donut. But more importantly, you'll also help kids in our area make memories that last a lifetime.
Nice partnership there.
Yeah,
Those
great.
donuts taste so good too.
Weather today, Kate Thornton. How do we look for a Wednesday?
Iced coffee kind of day today. 70s,
Sweet.
feeling pretty good. But we need to keep an eye to the sky. Okay, we're in that transition season. We start to get into some storms. So this is the time of the year we got to pay attention to the sky, know the signs. Also, if you don't have the app, you need the Live Doppler 9 app.
Search the App Store
There you
or
go.
Google
That way,
Play.
if an alert gets issued, boom, goes right to your phone. Easy peasy.
WSYR is the way to search. Hey, Andrew Donovan's been reporting a story locally about a shortage of workers in the restaurant business. Well, now robots may be the answer in some places. The full story's coming up next in Tech Bites.
And at 6:04, a local restaurant turning to another solution. The same one Dan was just talking about, Andrew's story. That's coming up next.
You're watching the Morning News with Dan Cummings, Nicole Somavilla, and Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast. News Channel 9, the local station.